Chris, why do you want to leave reselling? I was that close to just doing the unthinkable. Welcome back to Cooking the Haydens. I'm Car Boot Chris. I'm a full-time reseller, predominantly operating on eBay, but I do buy and sell on other platforms as well. And I pick up stuff at boot sales, at charity shops occasionally, online, different sites, arbitrage, you name it, all kinds of places. Flip it for a profit. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for quite a few years now. I started off part-time in 2015, did a few years part-time, and then I went full-time, and that's where we're at. And this week, something that I've actually not really considered for a while. This week, Bell spotted a job advertised and flagged it to me. And you know what? I thought, I might apply for that. My business is doing perfectly well. I think this financial year I'm on target for beating my previous full-time years. So I've got no complaints with income-wise. You know, I've got multiple income streams. Things are going okay. Always could be better, but things are still okay. And yeah, I'm doing all right. I've not really got any thoughts to go and get a full-time job or get a real job, as people say. But this job popped up and it did really make me consider whether I should go for it or not. And the job, because that's probably what you're wondering, the job was actually a trainee train driver. So learning from scratch to be a train driver. It was in Wales, so it kind of fits in with our move. The locations were varied, and these trainee positions don't come up very often. So I'm guessing they get a lot of interest because there's a lot of people out there into trains. Their dream job would be a train driver, wouldn't it? I can't say it's been my dream job to be a train driver, but I think it'd be a pretty cool job. And the pay was pretty good. It started off at 30 grand as a trainee. Once you've done your training, it goes up. And it goes up right into the 50s. So there's real potential there for some decent earnings. And I saw this and I thought, I fancy that. And I have always said, if you watch any of the live streams, that I would never rule out going back to a normal job, never, because you never know what opportunities around the corner. You never know what you might see. You never know if somebody might approach you and say, come and work for us. You can never rule it out because you don't know what's around the corner. You don't know what the tide is going to bring in.
Because tomorrow the sun will rise. Who knows what the tide could bring?
I saw this and I thought, this is the kind of opportunity that perhaps I would leave reselling for, because it doesn't come up very often to learn to be a train driver. I had a look through the specs. I mean, I went right through it. I went through all the specs of the job. I signed up for an account with the company. I don't know if it's like Welsh Rail or something like that. I can't remember the name of them. And, you know, I was getting into my head some of the answers I would give on the application. I could easily answer a lot of the questions. A lot of it was all safety based. You know, have you ever been involved in a safety briefing? Have you ever done a safety briefing? You know, stuff like that. A lot of safety questions, obviously, for obvious reasons. I can answer stuff like that, no problem at all. But yeah, in the end, you know, if I'd have had a bit more time, maybe I would have gone for it, because I literally had one day. We only saw it on the last day of it being advertised. Maybe I might have been able to convince myself. But when I was looking through the spec, I was just thinking to myself, Chris, why do you want to leave reselling? And I don't really. I've got no desire to leave. I mean, look, I'm in my own little office in my house. I'm working my own hours. I'm earning enough money to pay the bills, to pay a mortgage, to run the house, to have some fun, to go on holidays. It's relatively stress-free. We all get stressed about stuff, don't get me wrong. So why would I want to leave? And that's what I found myself sort of trying to answer the question. I don't want to leave. But the lure of a regular job, a really good job like that, holiday pay, sick pay, pension, other benefits, the lure of it almost took me in. And I was very close to applying for it. I think if I'd have had more time on it, maybe I would have considered it. But in the end, I didn't apply for it. But I was this close, seriously this close to applying for it. So let me know in the comments below. If you're full-time, have you been close to getting a real job? Or would you never ever consider it? I know we've had this conversation on our live streams in the past, and a lot of you would never consider, you know, going back to a full-time job, working for the man or working for somebody else. I would never rule it out myself because, like I said, you never know what's around the corner. But this time, I didn't go for it. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with it because I'm making a good living from doing what I'm doing, reselling. And do I want to go back to nights? That was another question. Night work kills me. I've done it in the cops. I've done it working for Marks and Spencer's. I've done it working for Monarch Airlines. I've done it working for another company that was dreadful. Nights does not agree with me, and part of this job was potentially to work nights. I don't fancy that. Do I want to do that and go away from this relatively stress-free life where I can do what I want? I can go walk the dog and come back and carry on working. I can pop out to the shops. I can go down the boot sales and chill out and just pick things up and sell them. Right now, I don't need to leave. I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are. Has it ever crossed your mind? And if you decided against it, why? Any other thoughts that you want to drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. That was just a quick video for today. I just wanted to share that. That's it. Give us a sub. See you later. Take care. Thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it. If you want to catch up on another one of my videos, you can try one like this or one like this. They're both good ones. Give it a go, or you can subscribe by pressing this button here. There you go. See you later.